Hey guys, welcome to Heat Happy Energy Amor Tarot. So today we are going to look at, is this love? Is this trauma bonding? It's a soul contract that came with, fine print that nobody warned you about. So we are going to look at those things here. You know, those connections that walk into that actually don't walk into your life. They kick the door open and look you dead in the soul like, hi, I'm here to change your emotional DNA. That's the kind of energy I'm seeing here. Like, this doesn't look like this weekend crush. This is a collision of chemistry, ego, confusion, unfinished business. So let's figure out what exactly is this. Your emotional attachment here is Ace of Wands. The attraction didn't walk, it sprinted. It was like really fast. You feel activated in this person's presence. Like, someone plugged your heart back into power. This connection feels like potential beginnings and wait. What is its kind of an energy here? So, this is not polite, reasonable interest here. This is a spark that set off that internal alarm system, and you didn't know how you still had this thing inside of you. So it feels very different. It feels fated, thrilling, and possibly a little dangerous as well, but in a best way. So a part of you woke up because of this person, and waking up is hard to forget. Now, their emotional intention, Five of Wands, they care, but they're conflicted. There could be influence of other people as well, because they're like too many people trying to. There could be some arguments going on. This is push and pull energy, passion, resistance, attraction, and again. So emotional tension, ego flare-ups, miscommunication must have happened in their intentional space. They're not emotionally neutral. They feel something real, but the way they deal with it might take, you know, it might question your sanity. Well, you're questioning your sanity at 3 a.m. in the morning. So they wrestle between wanting you and not knowing how to have you. Um, and this creates a dynamic of conflict rather than clarity. Also, because for some of you, I feel this person is being influenced by external factors, whatever the factors are. It can be some people, it can be work, it can be anything. It can be their own mind or self-doubt. Now, if this is sounding suspiciously like your reading, do subscribe to the channel. We have Page of Coins. See, there is curiosity, interest, possibility of growth, like someone keeps wanting to learn the other person, messages, checking in, trying to understand each other is what this reflects. The glue here is the sense of weight. Maybe we can learn how to do this. Maybe we can work on this. Something about this connection feels like a lesson you don't want to skip. There is potential, but in early stages of emotional maturity, pages are like, um, he's a dwarf. So pages are like dwarf energy, not in the literal sense, but like immature. This is where, it's like a seed that hasn't decided where it wants to become a tree or a bonsai or a shrub or what it wants to become, kind of a thing. So, Queen of Wands. See, there is attraction, admiration, there is chemistry here. There is mutual recognition that, I see you and I like what I see. This is infectious, bold, sometimes overwhelming energy. Um, so, normally, Queen of Wands is like fire energy, but she is wearing white instead of any bright, vibrant color here. That makes me feel, there is some sort of purity here. not just passion. So there is love here, but it speaks the language of fire, passion, confidence, but there is some sense of purity as well. It's like, I want you, I'm drawn to your power. It's compelling, it's intoxicating, and hard to forget. So that is, so love, I'm leaning towards a yes. Is it trauma bonding? King of Swords. Um, See, emotional distancing, guarded energy, overthinking, being very logical, strategic, detached, feelings expressed through logic rather than vulnerability. Fear of intimacy masked as control or detachment. So, yes, there is trauma bond component as well here. I won't say it's just love with that Queen of Wands. Someone here is trying to avoid emotional exposure, turning connection into, strategic negotiation. Silence or detachment becomes a form of power of some sort. Um, this is, creating a cycle of connection, conflict, withdrawal, longing, reconnection. So I don't know if you've been going through those cycles here. So yes, there is a factor of trauma bond also involved here in some way. Now we have Sun. Um, so is this a karmic lesson or soul contract? See, Sun brings illumination, clarity, happiness, joy, inner child themes, self-worth, authenticity, a connection that reveals you to yourself. Um, Absolutely, yes. It has a soul contract signature here. The Sun doesn't show up for random flirtations. It shows up when there is some sort of expansion. There is this, you hold something dearly. This is where it's saying this connection came to expose where you're, dim, where you fear, where um, you are scared, and where you can rise, where you can shine brightly, basically. Now we have Five of Swords. Well, if you continue with this connection, um, see, Five of Swords represents miscommunication, arguments, pride, defensiveness, like someone wanting to win instead of heal, battles that leave both of you unheard. Continuing without transformation may lead to the same repetitive pattern of emotional argument with maybe different vocabulary, but it'll be the same cycle. The pain doesn't mean it's not meaningful. It means the lesson may still be unfinished. Okay. So if you stay in here with nothing changed the same way, this is what is going to happen here. Now, the next energy is temperance. See, temperance is about when the emotional balance returns, nervous system regulation, peace, clarity, healing without chaos. You learn something here. You see, he's reading a book and he's sitting in a very calm place. This is, and there's even a candle lit in front, which is, so it's like a slow burn, basically telling you about. See, letting go doesn't erase the connection, it transmutes it. Temperance brings calm after that emotional wildfire that has happened here. So distance may help you um, integrate what the connection has taught you or whatever has happened has taught you, instead of drowning in what it triggered in you. So um, that is if you detach or release. We have seven of points. See, you need to slow down. You need to evaluate. Don't rush decisions. Check if what you invest is being reciprocated, because that is very important here. Rebuild your relationship with patience and self respect. If you're not being respected here, if you are not being valued, if the other person is not investing equally, then you need to reevaluate those things. You're being guided to choose wisdom over impulse. This connection needs reflection, not reaction. Um, See, the connection you feel could be intense, but every intense connection is not meant to be immediate, like, it has to happen right now. Some are meant to be processed like, you know, mm, this candle that is burning here, the long, it takes time. We have Knight of Wands. See, this is a likely return message, impulsive action. This is again also a um, very strong physical pull towards somebody. But passionate doesn't always mean consistent energy. Movement without long-term plan. So expect someone to come forward, but passion alone may not be able to, build a future here. There is a spark energy, no doubt about it, but this is not a blueprint energy. You get to choose whether a spark deserves, a key to your life. If this person is only going to give you that spark and not a long-term blueprint, then I mean, do you really want to wait for this person? See, this is a soul contract with trauma bond undertones. Here's what I feel expressed through intense passion. We have a lot of wands showing up here. Um, but challenged by emotional defense patterns. This is love, this is trauma looping, but this is somewhere, deeper soul contract designed to shift your self worth boundaries and relationship to desire. Something has to shift, whether it becomes a partnership or completed lesson. It's part of your free will, but this is going to shift something within you here. See, some people do not come into your life to be a chapter. They come to be a translation. So you can finally understand a language that your soul has been telling you about. Your heart has been speaking for years, and maybe you're not able to understand. If this story continues, let it grow. If it ends, let it graduate you into somebody who understands what a meaningful connection really looks like, rather than going back and forth here. Because, see, love is not proven by how long it stays, but how deeply it returns to yourself, how deeply it is reciprocated. So if it is not being returned and reciprocated, then you need to, ask yourself, do you really want it? I hope this gave you some clarity. Thank you for watching.